Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to completely demystify wealth building. We are bringing you a highly realistic 5-year roadmap and breaking down the exact, actionable steps you need to take to invest your very first $100. Listen, if you've ever looked at your bank account and felt like it just doesn't reflect how incredibly hard you work, well, you are in exactly the right place.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Today's explainer gives you a clear roadmap. We'll cover the wealth-building illusion, the income engine, avoiding the upgrade trap, the 3-bucket framework, and finally, smart investing for beginners.
Starting off with Section 1, the wealth-building illusion, escaping the extremes of financial advice.
So, picture this. It's a random Sunday, you're scrolling online, and you are just bombarded by two completely opposite extremes. On one hand, the get-rich-quick crowd is pushing these super risky crypto hacks, promising you'll make millions in 6 months. And on the other hand, the get-rich-slow crowd is telling you to quietly save your pennies for 40 years, and hey, maybe you'll be comfortable by the time you hit 65. Neither of those is very satisfying, right? But here's the thing. The realistic sweet spot for building massive financial momentum is actually right in the middle. It's 5 years. 5 years is absolutely enough time to completely transform your financial life if you focus on the right things.
Which brings us to Section 2, the income engine. Why saving pennies simply isn't enough.
To really kickstart that 5-year momentum, we have to rethink the absolute core driver of wealth. Take a look at this number, $400. Federal Reserve data actually shows that nearly 40% of Americans cannot cover a $400 emergency without borrowing money. So if you're saving consistently, you are already winning. But relying exclusively on saving is kind of like trying to fill a swimming pool with a teaspoon. For example, saving $300 a month for 5 years at an 8% return gets you around $22,000. Is that great? Yes, absolutely. Is it life-changing wealth? Not quite. You really need to think of your income like a car engine. If your engine is tiny, I don't care how much extreme frugality or clever steering you use, that car is not going to go fast. You need more horsepower. Increasing your income, whether that's learning new skills, starting a side hustle, or changing jobs, provides the crucial horsepower needed to make saving and investing infinitely easier. People who switch jobs often see a 10 to 20% salary increase. Do that just a couple of times over 5 years, and your engine is suddenly massively upgraded.
Moving to Section 3, avoiding the upgrade trap, keeping your momentum intact.
Now, building a bigger, better income engine is going to completely fail if you fall victim to a very specific psychological trap. It's called hedonic adaptation. And this perfectly explains lifestyle inflation. You know how it goes. You get a raise, so you buy a better car. Or maybe you move to a much nicer apartment. That new car feels absolutely amazing for about 3 months, and then your brain just gets used to it. It literally becomes the new normal. So your income went up, but your bank account stayed exactly the same. It is a silent wealth killer.
So how do we fix this? The solution is to hack your own psychology using a simple 50-50 rule. Every single time you get a raise or increase your income, lock in your savings rate by automatically investing at least half of that new money. Let's say you get a $1,000 raise, boom, $500 goes straight to your investments. And the other 50%, you are absolutely free to enjoy it guilt-free. This ensures you get to enjoy your success today while strictly protecting your financial momentum for tomorrow.
All right, Section 4, the 3-bucket framework. Giving every dollar a job. Okay, so you've successfully generated some extra cash flow, and your very first $100 is ready to go. Where exactly should it go without falling for terrible internet advice? You should filter your money through a systematic 3-bucket framework. Basically, every single dollar needs an assigned job: safety, high-interest debt, and actual investing. And you have to fill these in order. Bucket 1 is your safety buffer. Without a basic emergency fund, you're going to fall victim to something called loss aversion. As humans, we feel the pain of a loss way more intensely than the pleasure of a gain. So if you start investing without an emergency fund and your car suddenly breaks down, your brain won't care at all about long-term compound interest. It will just scream, "I need cash right now," and you will panic sell your investments at the worst possible time. A safety buffer literally protects you from your own panic. Once that's sorted, Bucket 2 tackles high-interest debt. Carrying a 25% credit card balance is quite literally like trying to fill a bucket that has a giant hole in the bottom. Paying off that debt is the mathematical equivalent of earning a guaranteed 25% return on your money. Believe me, no stock market in the world can guarantee anything close to that. You have to fill the hole before you can fill the bucket. Which brings us to our final section, Section 5, Smart Investing for Beginners, the exact steps to take.
If your safety buffer's firmly in place and your high-interest debt is wiped out, you can finally move to bucket 3, actual investing. But listen, it is vital to keep this boring and simple. Dalbar Research reveals a fascinating stat. While the S&P 500 returned over 25% during a specific period, the average equity investor saw only 16.5%. Why such a huge gap? Because excitement and impatience tempt beginners into buying flashy trends and then selling them at the worst times. It's usually behavior, not intelligence, that destroys a beginner's portfolio.
So instead of chasing risky trends, just follow these 4 unsexy but highly proven steps. Step 1. Pick a tax-efficient account, like an employer match program or a standard retirement account. Step 2. Choose a single broad index fund. Step 3. Invest that first $100. And Step 4. Immediately set up automation.
Now, regarding step 2, choosing a low-cost index fund is absolutely critical because the true silent killer of wealth is fees. Actively managed funds often charge around 1% per year, while broad index funds charge a microscopic 0.05%. It sounds like a tiny difference, right? But over several decades, that fraction of a percent difference can silently eat away over 30% of your potential wealth. You want to keep your fees as close to zero as humanly possible.
Ultimately, Step 4, automation, is your absolute secret weapon. Think about it. A single $100 investment left alone for 30 years at a 7% return might only grow to about $760. Not exactly thrilling. But if you consistently automate just $25 a week over those same 30 years, that snowballs into roughly $120,000. You don't get there by being some brilliant stock picker. You get there by building a reliable system that just works in the background of your life.
Building real wealth is not about one massive lottery ticket gamble. It's about hundreds of small, consistent decisions. Upgrading your income engine, fighting lifestyle inflation, wiping out bad debt, and automating boring investments. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. 5 years from now is going to arrive whether you prepare for it or not. The only question you really need to answer is, where do you want your finances to be 5 years from